This video will walk you through the Settings tab on the web app and show you how you can set up and customize your Cavanti account. The first option we have is Business Options. This covers your basic business information such as address and contact details. Tab 2 is Address Book. Here you set how your contacts are listed throughout the app. You can decide if you would prefer the names to be listed by last name or by first name. The Animals tab lets you set a default species. For example, if your practice is predominantly horses, you can set the default species to equine. Now, if I go and create a new animal, we see that it automatically gives you the equine page. If I need to set up a different species, I can easily override it here. The next tab is the Session Setting tab. Here I can decide if I would like session length to be a field that shows on the session report, and if I'd like the client to know how long I spent with the animal. I can also set the default delivery methods for session reports. My choice here will become the default setting app-wide. For example, if I set the delivery method to email and print, every session report I send will be automatically emailed to the client and sent to my task center as a print job. I also have the option of setting delivery method for a particular contact. Any preference I set here will override the app default for that client. For example, if this client doesn't have an email address, I can set this to print only so I can print and mail the reports. Here I can create a session report message that shows at the bottom of the first page on the session report, like we see here in this example. The Tax tab allows me to set up how tax is treated throughout the app. If your state or country requires you to display a tax ID on your invoices, you can enter that here. You can then select what type of tax you charge. This list will vary depending on your country of residence. You then enter the rate of tax for your area. On the Accounting tab, you can let the system know what invoice number to start from if you want to be continuous with your existing invoice system. For example, the last invoice I sent out before I started using Cavanti was number 678, so I'll enter that here. Now the first invoice I create in the Cavanti system will be numbered 679. Or you can turn off invoicing altogether here if you don't issue invoices. This is where you define your standard payment terms. Like reports, you can decide if by default you want your invoices emailed, printed or both, and also like reports, you can override this setting for individual contacts. And here again, you can elect to create a message that will appear on all your invoices. In the Letterhead tab, you can design your own customized letterhead that will be used on all the outbound documents the system generates. There are detailed instructions on how to do this here under the help icon. But essentially you can get this done in 3 steps. First, upload your icon image here. Then decide if you would like your letterhead to have 1, 2 or 3 sections, and if those sections will be a logo or text. In this example I have 3 sections. With the left section is my logo, the middle section is my very well thought out business motto, and the right section is my address. I've also elected to insert a footer on my letterhead. I can take a look at my letterhead by clicking on Preview Layout. The system will download a PDF for me to check. The other option here is what colour you would like the headers to be filled. In this example you can see here I've chosen light blue. Under the Additional Users tab, you can set up sub-users for your account and set their passwords. There are 2 levels of sub-account. Users have full access to contacts and can record and view sessions, but they will not be able to view or access your business financial information. Administrators, however, have full access to all features of the app. If for any reason you need to remove a sub-user, you can set them to inactive here. That's it for business settings. Now we can take a look at user profile. Here you can update the email address the app uses for you, and you can set an email signature here. This signature will appear under your name on all outgoing email correspondence. Down here you can elect to have outgoing reports and invoices copied to your email account when they go out. I suggest you check these to yes initially so you can assure yourself everything is set up and working the way you want it to. The last thing we should cover under settings is the ability to customize the email templates for the app. You find them here under Email Template. Here you will find 3 email templates that you can edit. Let's choose the session report email as our example. You can go ahead and edit the template text as you like. However, anything that's surrounded by hash marks is a lookup for the app. Hash animal name hash, for example, looks up the name of the animal for this particular report. So anything with those hash marks should be edited with care. That's it for the customization video. If you have any questions, please let us know by email or clicking the feedback tab in the web app.